Mr. David Sloan, Executive Director, Maryland Democratic Party, honorable members of the diplomatic community, esteemed spiritual leaders of our household of faith, our traditional chiefs and community leaders, members of the African business community, women of virtue, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. I'm very delighted to welcome you to our first launch of Continental African for Obama, known as Operation Vote. Because Continental Africans, we are significantly involved in America, it is very imperative that we begin now to engage in all political affairs, as it will enable us to serve our community better and to resolve the issues that resonate within the Continental African community. It is clear that every bad politician is elected by a good citizen who refuses to vote or participate in the political process. Gathering here today is a symbol of our diversity and uniqueness as one loving community with different beliefs, different yearnings, different hopes, different dreams, and different languages. I am from a family of 11, and I'm the youngest. My father will always talk to us this way. Every one of us know what broom is. Broom is what we used before the invention of a vacuum. And he will bring the broom to illustrate to us as his 11 children. He said, each one of you pick a broom and break it. It is very easy and quick to break a stick of the broom. And then he will give you the bunch of broom, that's the entire broom. So try to break it. It is very difficult and impossible to break the bunch. So what I'm trying to drive at is this: all across America and Maryland, we are building a synergy of continental African volunteers to hold the hand of our very own Barack Hussein Obama to be re-elected President of the United States of America. The purpose of our gathering here is to ask you to join us, participate, to be part of us. Let us join together to make this happen in this entire state of Maryland and in the entire United States of America. We need your participation. I want to let us know that the greatest amount of wasted time is the time not getting started. Now is the time to begin. Wake up, Africa, and let us not look back in anger or forward in fear, but around in awareness, because tomorrow is pregnant, and who knows what she begets. Thank you very much. I'm welcoming the Lieutenant Governor. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Sylvester. Let's give it up for Sylvester, who's doing an outstanding job organizing for Obama for America, and also the work that he's done to organize the Continental African community, which is a growing community, very influential, increasingly influential community, particularly in Maryland. In Maryland, where we value the diversity of our great state, we recognize that we are great because of who we are, and we are a very multicultural community of different languages and backgrounds, ethnicities, perspectives, but all of us joined by a common belief that with sort of neighbors helping neighbors, we are going to leave for our children and our children's children a better life than we inherited. So I want to thank you, Sylvester, and I want to thank you, the community, for everything that you're doing to make Maryland great and to support the re-election of President Barack Obama, which we're very excited about. 5 years ago, on a cold day in February, then Senator Obama stood on the steps of the old State House in Springfield, Illinois, and he reminded us that people who love this country have the power to change this country. He reminded us that we have the power to change this country. And he also made a number of promises that he would make and keep together with us on behalf of this great country. And notwithstanding what the detractors say, those on the other side, The Republicans who would like to take our country back and not move it forward in the direction that it's going, the president has delivered on many of the promises that he made. President Obama promised that he would make college more affordable, and he's delivered. He's doubled the amount for Pell Grants, and there are 3 million Americans today, mostly young people, who are now eligible for Pell Grants, without which college would be out of reach. And all of us know that a college education is one of the surest ways to pursuing and achieving the American dream. It's a promise made and a promise kept. The president promised that he would end the war in Iraq. I served in Iraq. I spent 10 months in Baghdad. I served with tens of thousands of Americans, patriotic, all of whom answered the call of duty, believing that we were defending the principles of freedom and liberty and democracy, not only for ourselves, but our neighbors across the world. The president realized long ago, before most of us did, that we were losing too much blood and too much national treasure in that war. He made a promise to end it, and he kept that promise by responsibly ending that war, ending the loss of life of far too many Americans. And when bringing home those men and women, keeping that sacred obligation to them, our veterans, to ensure that they get the adequate health care and housing options and employment options. It was a promise kept and a promise made. 5 years ago or so, President Obama made a promise that he would once and for all tackle the health care crisis plaguing our country. For centuries, Republicans and Democrats, neither of whom could come together to find the missing pieces of the health care puzzle to reduce the cost, to expand the access, and improve the quality of care. And after about 14, 15 months in office, the promise kept was a promise made. And today, seniors no longer have to make decisions about, do I buy groceries or do I buy prescription drugs? Today, young people, as they transition to the workforce, can continue to stay on their parents' health insurance. And today, no longer can an insurance company throw someone off of health insurance or deny them coverage because of a pre-existing condition. This was a promise made and a promise kept. We have so much work to do to organize to re-elect our president. We're going to re-elect him in Maryland, but we need to organize our efforts to help in battleground states like Virginia and in Pennsylvania and elsewhere around the country. So the work that you're doing today is extremely important. You know, when I think about President Obama, I think about a president who cares. Now, the Republicans like to use it in a disparaging way. They say Obamacare, and that's their disparaging way to refer to his health reform. But I say Obamacare because Obama does care.
Yes.
Okay, I say Obamacare because Obama cares. He cares about the aspirations and the dreams of Americans, and he understands the reality, how difficult it may be that we face every day. I support the president because Obama does care. He cares about the 800,000 jobs that Americans were losing every month because of the Bush-era recession when he took office. He cares about the 800,000 jobs that were lost, whereas the Republicans, with their back-and-forth, flip-flopping front-runners, only care not about the 800,000 jobs that Americans were losing, but the 800 largest corporations that continue to show record profits at the expense of working Americans. Obama cares. Obama cares about the 50 million Americans who don't have access to affordable quality health insurance, whose only health insurance plan is a daily prayer that they or their kids don't get sick that day. President Obama, he cares about the 50 million. The Republicans who would like to eliminate government, who don't believe that there's a role for the public sector to help the vulnerable, those who are most needy. President Obama cares about that 50 million. They care about the 50 highest paid health insurance executives who line their pockets every paycheck when they deny more and more Americans health insurance. Yes, Obama cares. He cares. And that's why it's so important that this year we organized. We made history 4 years ago. We've got to repeat history when we re-elect President Obama in November. You know, we're making a lot of progress in Maryland. We've got the #1 schools in the country, says Education Week magazine. We are creating jobs, not every job that we need to create, but we're making progress. We created 30,000 net new jobs last year, most of them in the private sector. So we continue to make progress as we clean the Chesapeake, its watershed, and all its tributaries, as we drive violent crime down in Maryland to levels we haven't seen since 1975. But in order to continue moving Maryland forward, in order to continue making that progress, Governor Martin O'Malley and I need a partner in the White House. We need President Obama to continue making that progress on the environment. We need President Obama to continue making progress to have the best schools, a world-class education for every child in Maryland. We need a partner in the White House to make sure that every Marylander can stand on their street corner, look around and say, I live in the safest neighborhood in the state of Maryland. We need a president to continue making progress, to move America forward, to move Maryland forward, to build on the progress, to make the commitments on the promise. So I'm asking you to join Sylvester and me to re-elect Barack Obama President of the United States. God bless each and every one of you.